To King George.
To King George!
So, you're in support of the cause, are you, Private?
The cause, sir?
The, suffragettes' cause?
Yes, sir.
May I ask why, Private?
Me and Polly are members of the Socialist Party.
My goodness!
You're a suffragist and an anarchist, then?
Socialism ain't the same as anarchy.
Socialists are like the lice I have to pick out of my hair and clothes when I wake up in the morning.
Now, Captain Wilkes. Every man is entitled to his beliefs. That is what makes Britain a great nation.
Is it, Captain Braithwaite?
It is indeed, Sergeant Potter. Freedom of belief is what we as Britons hold dear. It's what we bring with us when we travel the world. Freedom of political belief and religious belief, and any other kind of belief you can think of. It's what makes us civilized. Tolerance and humanity. We cannot simply say to one of our countrymen, this is something you cannot believe in. We say, you have your belief and I have mine. We are human because we have the power to think. Those who will not reason are bigots. Those who cannot are fools, and those who dare not are slaves. Lord Byron. Isn't that right, Captain Wilkes?
If you say so, Captain Braithwaite.
Well, you sound as though you don't agree with me, Captain Wilkes.
If you ask me, what Britain has brought to the world is order and bureaucracy and trade. The third being the most important. More important than vague systems of belief. Sorting out the savages and figuring out how we can make a profit from them. They get schools and trains and hospitals, and we get to buy and sell whatever we please. A worldwide marketplace.
Sorry, what is, Captain Wilkes?
Money! Money is the most important thing in the world. It's what makes the British Empire great. Money is what we're fighting for. The right to make as much money as we damn well please. And I'm all for it. I'm going to work in the city when this war is over. By the middle of next year, if all goes to plan.
What's that? What's that?
What was what, Private Schwartz?
I can hear something, sir. I think it's singing.
Singing, Private?
In German, sir. It's coming from the other side.
Blimey, the Anna's singing. Sounds like Silent Night.
It is Silent Night.
How do you know, Private?
You can tell by the tune, Sergeant.
So, the Hun celebrates Christmas.
Of course they celebrate Christmas. They're human, aren't they?
I don't know, are they?
You all right, Sergeant?
Just makes me think of my mum, that's all. She used to sing Silent Night round her piano for us when we were kids. Beautiful voice she had. Just beautiful. Sad way to spend Christmas. In a muddy hole in the ground, and the whole bleeding German army is out there singing their bleeding hearts out.
Oh, it does make one think of one's family, doesn't it, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a wife, Sergeant?
I've got a sweetheart back in Essex.
How about you, Captain Wilkes?
No. In fact, spending Christmas in this trench is about as pleasant as spending it with my family usually is. Perhaps more so.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Captain.
Every year, Father gets roaringly drunk and complains loudly about how the goose was overcooked. And Mother gets upset and then cries that Father hasn't given her anything nice that year. And my sister always brings her husband, who's an utter bore. And their 4 little brats who howl and scream and drive everyone mad. No, thank you.
Right. And Private Schwartz? Well, I rather suppose you must celebrate something else, then. Being of the Jewish persuasion?
Hanukkah, sir.
I see. And that's the same day as Christmas, then, isn't it?
Sometimes it overlaps with Christmas, and sometimes it doesn't. But it lasts 8 days.
8 whole days? Well, that sounds rather lovely, doesn't it, Captain Wilkes?
Yeah.
What about you, Captain? Married?
Oh, no, Sergeant. Confirmed bachelor me, always have been, always will be, I suspect.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
It's just Mother and me, rambling around the house together, having a sherry and sitting by the fire every Christmas. Perfectly pleasant, though. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I miss me Becky. Is anyone else sick of, alone in the latrines? Having to pinch your nose so the smell don't get to you? Trying to ignore the rats scurrying around your feet?
I beg your pardon?
Well, there's a place in town, Sergeant. Very pretty girls. Prettier than the last town we were in. Not as good as Paris, mind you. They don't seem to wash as often out here in the provinces.
Is it expensive, though, sir?
Oh, they're desperate. They'll take whatever you pay them.
The one what got bombed? Ain't nothing left now, sir. Ain't much left of the town at all.
Oh, shame that. They could have left the brothel alone. Hey, there was this one pretty little thing. Couldn't have been more than 15 or 16. She'd let you take her up.
Gentlemen, I don't think this is an appropriate topic of conversation.
They're shouting something, sir.
God, what now?
Wouldn't it be interesting to know exactly what they're saying? Anyone here speak German? I only know a little Greek and Latin. From school, you know.
Don't need to speak German to know what they're saying, Captain. They're probably out there talking about how they're going to kill us all tomorrow.
They're asking if we want to join them for a drink, sir.
You speak German, Schwartz?
Knew he was a Hun.
It's me parents speaking at home. I learned German before I learned English. They're saying they'll agree to a truce in honour of Christmas.
Yes, right, a truce. For Christmas. How sweet of them. They want us to come up armed only with a bottle of whiskey so they can blow us to smithereens.
I say, Peter, be quiet. You are a Scrooge.
They have a white flag. They said they've put down their guns.
I'm with Captain Wilkes. I don't trust this at all, sir.
They say they have our football. They say they'd like to play.
Oh, well, maybe it ain't such a bad idea after all.
All right, let's put it to a vote. All in favour of going up, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no.
No,
Right. That settles it then. Up we go.
not really. I mean, we can't.
Come on, Captain Wilkes, it's Christmas Eve. Might be a good laugh, eh?
Between two worlds, life hovers like a star, twixt night and morn, upon the horizon's verge.
You and your bloody barn.
Roll. Come on. That's an order, everyone. Ready? Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Come on, lads. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Oh, ye stars, which are the poetry of heaven.
Beg your pardon, Captain.
Byron. Byron again, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Captain Stuart Braithwaite, played by Simon Wegrzyn. Captain Peter Wilkes, played by Scott Christie. Private Jack Swartz, played by Russell Morton. And Sergeant Fred Potter, played by Tommy Balaam.